everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Prepping by Faith, and today I just wanted to share a few things with you. A couple of these are just some things that I found recently that I thought were pretty interesting. I really want to talk about this. You know, it's the new year. A lot of people are looking for ways to get healthier, to stay healthier, and so I just wanted to touch on a couple of these things. So the first thing that I wanted to mention, and this is something that I didn't know about until recently, I don't think many people do, this is something called oscillococcinum. And it is completely homeopathic. I actually found this at my Sam's Club online. You can get it in other places as well. I'm sure a lot of the local places that sell homeopathic remedies are going to have this. And what it's made from is actually from some duck heart and duck liver. And there's some natural things in there that help fight a lot of your flu-like symptoms. Now, this is in no way medical advice, but I wanted to share this with you because it's not something I had heard about before, and apparently it works very well. It's been around for a really long time, so it'll help with things like your body aches, headache, fever, chills, fatigue, all of that kind of stuff. So this may be something that you want to check into. It does work naturally, it says, with your body for ages 2 and up, so I think this is pretty cool, and I think it's something that we should look into. Do your own research with anything, but I think this is a good one and something to at least give a try. The other thing I found are these elderberry lozenges. Now, a lot of us have seen the gummies and that sort of thing readily available, but I hadn't seen the lozenges, so I thought this was pretty cool. And the good thing about these, this is 120 lozenges that I got from Sam's Club as well online. It's good for ages 5+, probably just because it is a lozenge, so you have to be careful, you know, with small round objects with children. But it does have 800 milligrams of the elderberry in it, vitamin C and zinc, and we all know how those are. You know, elderberry is an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, and it helps to, you know, help your immune system get stronger when you're fighting something like a cold or a flu or something like that. It also has properties in it to help strengthen your heart. So this is just something that I think is good to have on hand. It's going to last quite a while. So I would check into these two. This is just something I wanted to bring to your attention. The other thing I wanted to touch on is that a lot of our health stems in our gut. And it's not something that we talk about a lot, but 70% of our immune system is actually in our intestinal tract, our GI. So we need to be thinking about that. So kind of things that we can do. We know that probiotics are one of those things that help feed the good bacteria and things in your gut. You also need to be taking things like prebiotics. So you would want to have things like your fermented vegetables, like, you know, your sauerkraut or beets or something like that, to help feed the probiotics. Yogurt, there's sometimes a lot of prebiotics in yogurt along with the probiotics. I wanted to touch on a couple different ones because there's all kinds of different strains. So a lot of us know about the dairy strains as far as probiotics goes, but there's also other ones called SBO probiotics, and this is something I discovered before when I had C. diff, and even though they had put me on all of these antibiotics, I was still having a lot of issues, and it wasn't until I started taking these that I finally started getting better. So these are actually soil-based organisms is what these are. So these are naturally occurring bacteria that are in the soil, and then they put these into these probiotics. Now this one is by Codage, SBO probiotic. This is a 50 billion CFU. This is one that I get on Amazon, and if you can see there, these are all the different blends that are in it, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce those different strains, but these were really important in helping restore my good gut health. And now that I'm down to just sort of managing it, you don't have to take 2 capsules daily. I only take 1 probably every other day now, so this is something you can check into. This particular one isn't, you know, really cheap. This stuff can be kind of pricey, but it's really good to help boost that gut health. So this is one that I take, and then this is the other one by New Rhythm. And this also has some different strains that you can get, unlike the ones that you're going to get in the stores. So, you know, going online or going to a health food store, you're going to find stuff that has the better strains in it, things that are actually going to help, because many times those other ones just have, you know, some of the basic ones, and we need all of this kind of stuff in there to really start helping us out. So I wanted to touch on that. I also wanted to touch quickly on the benefits of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is one of those things that can be used for a plethora of different items. You know, they use it in cleaning. We use it for skin conditions. You can use it for dandruff, and you can also ingest it, and it's going to help There's a lot of studies on it that have said that it helps with weight loss. It helps with maintaining your blood sugar levels. It can reduce those high fatty triglycerides. There's all kinds of wonderful things about apple cider vinegar. But one of the things you have to be careful of is making sure that you do mix it in a correct ratio with water, because if you ingest this, it can strip the enamel off your teeth, and that's not something that you want. And it also can be, it is acidic, so it could damage your, esophagus and things like that. So you do have to mix it with water if you're going to ingest it. But a lot of people will take this. It'll help with weight loss and maintaining those blood sugar levels. And I think it's just, something really awesome to have in your pantry. The shelf life of this, according to, the manufacturer, is out at least 2 years, but we know that these things are going to last well beyond that. And with this being sort of used also in, food preservation, this is more of an item that can last for years and years and years. It's not something that I would ever worry about going bad. So, it may get a little bit more acidic as time goes on because it is self-preserving. But I would definitely consider having some apple cider vinegar. You want the stuff that has the mother in it, the unpasteurized. This one's actually organic. This you can find anywhere. I even got this you can find it at a Walmart. So just some things to consider as far as, gut health and natural ways to treat different things that we're experiencing. I know there's a lot of stuff going around right now, a lot of upper respiratory things, and also, of course, the different mutations and variants out there. So just some ideas for you guys. I hope this information has helped you today. And if you've learned something from this video, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And remember to pray, prep, and put God first. God bless.